sweet friends. Welcome back to Cardz TV. This is Mary, and we haven't done any fun fold cards in a while, so I thought that's what we'd do today. Now, this one is going to be a landscape style Z-fold card. I've got a piece of cardstock, which is 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and I've scored it at 4 1/4 and 7 inches. That's going to be our card base. And to go on the front, I've cut a piece of white cardstock that is 4 inches square. And I could go ahead and put my pattern papers on here, but I want to make sure I get it lined up just right. And that's why I've cut this extra square, because I've got my pattern paper already cut. And to cover my 4-inch square, I've cut my blocks at 2 inches. So I've got this pretty orange gingham check. It's just a tiny little check. And then this matching floral paper with the darker green leaves and these gorgeous orange, medium orange and light orange flowers. And we're going to alternate them just like this. And then when I get all of these put down, I can go ahead and get this on my card front, and I'll know then I've got this square. So I'm going to grab my glue and go ahead and get these attached to this square, and we'll come back and fold our card and get this put on the front. This is a larger gingham on the back, but I like the smaller one better, I think. Hope everybody's weather's getting better. It's getting better here. We've still got snow on the ground, but the sun is out. It's melting the snow, and it's 37 today. So hopefully that snow will be gone soon. I'm going to go ahead, try not to get out of the camera shot, and get this put up in this corner. And see how that's helping me keep it square. It would be too hard over here. Okay, now we'll get the pretty orange flower on there. This is double-sided, so we've got some orange flowers on a black background on the back. But this is my favorite side. So I'll finish getting these on here, and then we'll come back and get this on the front of the card. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do our folds now. Now, as I told you, I scored it at 4 1/4 and 7. And we're going to do a mountain fold right here on our 4 1/4. And our 7 inch is going to be a valley fold. That's what's going to make the Z. You want to make sure you get your edges lined up. Okay, this is what it looks like. See, that makes a Z. Now, we're going to take our square and get this attached to the front. Let's just open it back out, because I want to get that straight in there, and we're going to have that white border all around. That's going to be so pretty. I love these papers together. And I've cut some additional papers to go on the inside. This is a pretty quick card. Okay, we're going to line it up so we have the same border all around. That's why I like glue also, because you can kind of shimmy it around and get it right where you want it. That looks about right. Now, I've got another piece of that pretty flowered paper I'm going to put right there. And I've cut this at 2.5 by 4 inches. We'll go ahead and get that put down. And then I have another smaller piece that's going to go on the other side, which is going to create the area for our sentiment. Don't you love this paper, guys? It's so cheery and bright. And just line it up right inside those score lines. Just like that. Now to go over here, I've cut a piece of the gingham, and this is 1 inch by 4 inches. And we're going to put this right over here, which creates this area for our sentiment. I'm going to have to go through my stamps, see what I'm going to put over there. We've still got to put our sentiment on the front as well, don't we? Or our greeting. Now, when we fold it up, this is what it's going to look like. Now, to go here across the front of the card, I've cut this piece of white cardstock, and this is 1 inch by 4 inches, and I went ahead and stamped Happy Birthday using Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I put it just on one end of the cardstock because we're going to be putting a Dollar Tree sticker over here. So let's go ahead and get this put down. And I'm not popping anything up on this card. It's thick enough because of the fold. We're just going to center that. And I've got these Dollar Tree stickers I've had for a while. I think we're going to use this one. That's really pretty. And we're going to put that down right there. It's already got some foam tape on the back. And there is our landscape Z-fold card. And we're going to put a sentiment in the middle. So let me go find a stamp for that and go ahead and get that stamped. And then we may put a few glittery dots on here too. So I'll be right back. Okay, for the inside of my card, I found this stamp. We've got Happy Birthday, wishing you a day wrapped in happiness. And we've got our flower on the front, and it's got some glitter on there. And I've got some gold glittery dots, and I think we're going to put a few on the front. I love this paper. I think it's so pretty. And I love it together with the gingham. Okay, we've got a large one, and then we're going to put a little small one right about there. And let's see, we've got one more little small one. Where should we put that, guys? Okay, here's our finished landscape Z-fold card. I think it turned out really pretty. And those glittery dots add just the right amount of sparkle and shine. Okay, let's go make another fun fold. Now, this card makes one of my favorite fun folds. It's called a book binder or book binding card. This is 4 1/4 by 11 inches. I've scored it at 4 1/4 and 5 1/2. On the 4 1/4, we do a mountain fold, and on the 5 1/2, we do a valley fold. So it folds in just like this. And we take our glue and put right in here. And this is like the spine of a book. So it opens just like this. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and get the front of the card decorated or embellished. And for that, I've cut a square of this pretty green, and it is a 3 7/8 inch square. That means it's 3 7/8 inches on all sides. I'm going to put that down. Then I have this gorgeous paper. It has a green and white polka dot background. And then we've got beautiful pink roses and butterflies all over it. This was cut to be a 3 3/4 inch square. That's going to go on top, just like that. That's so pretty. So I'll go ahead and get these adhered together and get them on the front of the card. I think I will go ahead and glue this first, though. Changed my mind. So, like I said, this is like the spine of a book. So we're just going to go in right here and put some glue. And we're going to decorate this part as well. I'm going to take my bone folder and make sure I get this glued down really well. I'll go ahead and tell you what I'm going to put right here. I've got another piece of this green, and this was cut at 1 1/8 by 3 7/8. That's going to go right there. And then I have this green and white stripe that looks like pillow ticking. This was cut at 1 inch by 3 3/4. And that's going to go right here on the little spine of our bookbinding card. And then this is going to go on the front, just like that. Isn't that pretty? Oh my. So we'll go ahead and get all this adhered together and get it on the front. That is looking so pretty. Now to go across my card, right about there, I've cut another piece of green and another piece of that green and white striped. The solid green is 5/8 of an inch by 3 7/8. I'm sorry, 3 3/4. And this is 1/2 inch by 3 3/4. I'm going to get these two adhered together and put them right about there, just a little bit down from the center. Now, to finish the front, I used a scallop stitched oval die and cut that out, and it is 2 1/8 by just about an inch. And I stamped "Just for You," and we're going to add that right there at the top half of that little striped border. And we're going to put this down flat because we're going to use one of these Dollar Tree roses, which already has some foam tape on it. I want to get that straight. We're going to use this one right here. I want to move it in just about like that. That's pretty. Now for the inside, I went ahead and stamped "Wishing you a day wrapped in happiness," the same that I used on the other card. And I had a little piece of green left. This is 3/4 of an inch by 3 3/4. I've put that down. And then I had this small piece of green and white striped. This is 1/2 inch by 3 1/2. And I'm going to add that right there. That still leaves plenty of room to sign our name, but it just kind of finishes off the inside. We'll just get that right there. Hope I get it straight. It looks straight. There we go. Now there's our inside all finished. And on the front, I added 3 of these clear glittery dots, a medium one and 2 little small ones, just to give it a little bit more sparkle. There's some glitter on that pretty rose, but I thought that just added to it. So there is our bookbinding card. Here are the 2 fun folds we made today, guys. We've got our landscape bookbinding card, just for you, wishing you a day wrapped in happiness. And we've got our landscape style Z-fold card, happy birthday, also wishing you a day wrapped in happiness. I like both of them, but I'd like to know if you guys have a favorite. Leave me a comment down below and let me know. Thank you all so very much for coming by today. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's always fun to make different style cards, and fun folds are some of everyone's favorites, I think. Remember, guys, I love you all. God bless you all, and I will see you again soon with another card. Bye now.